What is this? I never read this. The fuck? What the? Elite 497 question mark? Hey! Yes, take care. It has reached a higher level now. It can read our thoughts. What?
Wow.
That doesn't matter.
What the fuck was that, Nick?
It thinks we're part of the game.
Fuck, Nick.
It doesn't matter. I like this player. It played well. It did not give up. Everything Nick does. Wait, what? It is reading our thoughts though. They were words on screen. That is how it imagines many things when it is deep in the dream of a game. Words make a wonderful interface. Very flexible and terrifying and staring at the reality behind the screen.
Dude, fuck off, man.
They used to hear voices before players could read. Back in the days when those who did not play called the players witches and warlocks, and players dreamed they flew through the air on sick powered by demons. What did this player dream? This player dreamed of sunlight and trees, of fire and water. It dreamed it created, and it dreamed it destroyed. It dreamed it hunted, and was hunted. It dreamed a shelter. Ha! The original interface, 1,000,000 years old, and it still works. But what true structure did this player create in this reality behind the screen? It worked with 1,000,000 others, a sculpt, a true world unfold of
Really, dude?
and created
Yes,
for
take care.
in that. I cannot read that though. No, it has not yet achieved the highest level. That it must achieve in the long dream of life, not the short dream of a game.
You fucking nerd.
Does it know that we love it? That the universe is kind?
Where'd I get 4 emeralds from? What the fuck?
Sometimes
I hit the fucking
noise
thing,
of
Bailey?
it
Remember I hit the
falls.
thing? I hit the thing.
Here's the
What, we got 4
universe.
emeralds?
Yeah, I've eluding. Remember, I've fortune through.
But there are times it is sad in the long dream. It creates worlds that they have no summer and shivers under a black sun. It takes its sad creation for reality. To cure the sorrow would destroy it. The sorrow is part of its own private task. We cannot interfere. Sometimes when they are deep in dreams, I want to tell them they are building true worlds in reality. Sometimes I want to tell them of their importance to the universe. Sometimes when they have not made a true connection in a while, I want to help them to speak to the world they fear. Sometimes I do not care. Sometimes I wish to tell them, this world you take for truth is merely blah 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 blah, and I wish to tell them they are blah 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 blah. They see so little of reality in their long dream. And yet they play the game. But it would be so easy to tell them. Too strong for this dream. To tell them how to live and prevent them living. I will not tell the player how to live. The player is grown restless.
Oh shit.
I'll tell the player a story. But not the truth. No. A story that contains a truth safely in a cage of words. Not the naked truth that can burn over any distance. Give it a body again. Yes, player.
What the fuck?
That's awesome.
Did anyone else hear that?
What?
Finish the game. Someone was just narrating something. What was it?
That's a narrator.
Use its name. ELIT497, player of games. Good. Gamer. Take a breath now, take another. Feel air in your lungs. Let your limbs return. Yes, move your fingers. Have a body again under gravity and air. Respawn in the long dream. There you are. Your body touching the universe again at every point, as though you were separate things, as though we were separate things. Who are we? Once we were called the Spirit of the Mountain, Father, Son, Mother Moon, ancestral spirits and animal spirits, Jinn ghosts, the Green Man, the gods, demons, angels, princes, aliens, extraterrestrials, Lickens, quote, the words change, we don't. We are the universe, we're everything you think isn't you. You're looking at us now, though you're skinning your eyes. And why does the universe touch your skin and throw light on you? To see you, player. To know you, and to be known. I shall tell you a story. Once upon a time there was a player. The player was you, Elite 497.
Jesus Christ.
Sometimes it thought itself human on the thin crust of a spinning globe of molten rock. The ball of molten rock circled a ball of blazing gas that was 330,000 times more massive than that they were so far apart. That light took 8 minutes to cross the gap. The light was information from a star, and it could burn your skin from 150 k's away. Sometimes the player dreamed it was a miner on the surface of a world that was flat and infinite. The sun was a square of white. The days were short. There was much to do, and death was a temporary inconvenience. Sometimes the player dreamed it was lost in a story. Sometimes the player dreamed it was other things and other places. Sometimes these dreams were disturbing, sometimes very beautiful indeed. Sometimes the player woke from one dream into another, then woke from that into a third. Sometimes the player dreamed it watched worlds on a screen. Ha, wait, let's go back. The atoms of the player were scattered in the grass, in the river, the air, and the ground. A woman gathered the atoms. She drank and ate and hailed, and the woman assembled the player in her body. And the player awoke from the warm, dark world of its mother's body into the long dream. And the player was a new story, never told before, written in letters of DNA, and player was a new program, never run before, generated by a supercode a billion years old, and the player was a new human, never alive before, made from nothing but milk and love. You are the player, the story, the program, the human, made from nothing but milk and love. Let's go further back. The 7 billion atoms of the player's body were created long before this game in the heart of a star, so the player too is the information from a star, and the player moves through a story which is a forest of information planted by a man called Julian on a flat infinite world created by a man called Marcus. That exists in a small private world created by the player, who inhabits the universe created by Shush. Sometimes the player created a small private world that was soft and warm and simple. Sometimes hard and cold and complicated. Sometimes it's built a model of the universe and its head flex by energy vast empty spaces. Sometimes it could deflect electrons and protons. Sometimes it's killed them planets and stars. Sometimes it's believed it was the universe that was made of energy, that was made of offs and ons, zeros and ones, lines of code.
Jesus Christ.
Sometimes it believed it was playing a game, sometimes it believed it was reading words on a screen. You are the player reading the words. Shush! Sometimes the player reads a line of code on a screen, decoded them into words, decoded words meaning, decoded meaning into feelings and emotions, theories, ideas, and the player started to breathe faster and deeper and rested. It was alive, those thousands of deaths had not been real, the player was alive. You are alive. Dog. And sometimes the player believed the universe had spoken to it through sunlight that came through the shifting leaves of the summer trees. And sometimes the player believed the universe had spoken to it through the light that fell from the light in the corner of the player's eye. Might be a star 1,000,000 times as massive as the sun, boiling its planets to plasma in order to be visible for a moment to the player. And sometimes the player believed the universe had spoken to it through the zeros and ones, through the electricity of the world, through scrolling words on a screen at the end of a dream. And the universe said, I love you. And the universe said, you have to play the game well. And the universe said, everything you need is within you. And the universe said, you are stronger than you know. And the universe said, you are the daylight. And the universe said, you are the night. And the universe said, the darkness you fight is within you.
Thanks, universe.
And the universe said, the light you seek is within you. And the universe said, you are not alone. And the universe said, you're not separate. And the universe said, you are not separate from every other thing.
It's not the same fucking thing, dude.
And the universe said, you are the universe tasting itself, talking to itself, reading its own code. And the universe said, I love you because you are love. And the game was over, and the player woke up from the dream, and the player began a new dream, and the player dreamed again, dreamed better, and the player was the universe, and the player was love. You are the player. Wake up.
Fuck's sake, scum.
I think that is it. Fuck, that is epic.
Wake up.